What's going on, guys? Asian Eyes White Dragon here. Welcome to part 5 of Staples in the Synchro deck. So we're going to talk about Colossal Fighter. Colossal Fighter, really huge, but he's lost a little bit of his fame over here when, Dark Worlds are coming out. But he's really solid against Dark Worlds, actually. But some people really haven't had the extra space to remain Colossal Fighter. But against any Skill Drain Malefic deck, he is just too good because you special summon him in defense. And since Malefics can only, attack once. There can only be one Malefic on the field, and pretty much in any Malefic deck, they're just going to have one Malefic out per time, because they don't want to get out another monster and then get, Torrentialed or Mirror Forced. So Colossal Fighter, pretty good in defense mode. Just some decks do like to put in Deep Prison in their Malefics, so then you don't want to attack with Colossal Fighter. But if you set them on defense, obviously they can only attack once per turn, basically, and that kind of just blocks you. And it lets you stall until you get, Heavy Storm, or any card that you really need to kind of set the setup up to destroy them. But I really like Colossal Fighter. If you're playing against Blackwings, obviously Icarus attack is relatively out for that, because Colossal Fighter just comes back over and over and over. And basically, when you get out Colossal Fighter versus Blackwings, remember not to have any other cards on the field, because they will Icarus attack, multiple cards. But if you only have, your one Colossal Fighter, they'll have to Icarus attack, and they're forced to destroy 2 cards on the field, and so that kind of puts them at a disadvantage. But a Colossal Fighter is really good because it's like, okay, you could half with Gale, it doesn't really matter. Plus, his effect to gain extra attack due to more warriors in the graveyard, pretty darn good. And I do like to get him out versus Dark Worlds, just because it runs over Grapha, plus you can just set it in defense, and they can attack, and then you just get Colossal Fighter over and over again. Because Dark Worlds, pretty much their answer is going to be either Synchro up for Dark Highlander, so neither player can Synchro summon. But, if Colossal Fighter's already on the field, you're pretty much set up. But Colossal Fighter, pretty darn good. The only out is pretty much Grapha, and at that point, what other Synchro can you go for that, helps you get rid of Grapha and stops Grapha? The thing is, if you get out a Stardust versus them, they're just going to run over with Grapha. And so I really feel like Colossal Fighter is a very good answer, because if you get anything else out, even like Red Dragon Arching with 3000 attack, the problem is they're just going to point for point, and then next turn you're going to have to deal with the Grapha again. It's just Grapha, Grapha, Grapha. But Colossal Fighter, relatively good. I really like this card. I especially like it against Scrap Dragon, because you can go point for point Scrap Dragon, special some Colossal Fighter again, and then just attack him for 28, so you get a basically free hit in. Plus, they basically have to activate a Destruction effect to get rid of Colossal Fighter, and so I feel he's really solid, and he definitely deserves a place in the staple if you have room. But personally, I always find room for Colossal Fighter, because I really think he's too good. He's just game-breaking. He's really good against Blackwings, relatively good against Dark Worlds. I wouldn't say the greatest against Gravekeepers, although since, he's pretty good on attack, plus if they, shift to defense, not the end of the world. But Colossal Fighter, pretty good, plus he's dark. So I really just think he deserves a spot. So thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes White Dragon, signing out.